we have a post. All right, so it seems like we're live. So welcome everyone to the AMA with IDEAology, and we got Mac right here from IDEAology, and so I'm gonna ask him some questions, and would be awesome to have you guys in the audience. Ask us whatever questions you would like to ask Mac, and there's gonna be a competition, right? So the three best questions are going to be able to share be able to win 1K in idea token. So be sure to get your best questions in the chat, and let's how you doing, Mac?
Hi, Jonathan. Appreciate the time today, and looking forward to share ideology and active idea to the cryptograph community.
Beautiful, beautiful. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself and about ideology and the roadmap and development
Sure,
plans.
sure. Yeah, just a quick introduction for myself. Before crypto, I was actually working. I actually handled the McDonald's and Samsung as clients here in Southeast Asia almost a decade ago. So there. And then in 2017, that's the first time that I was actually introduced into crypto. First, it would be through a couple of slot machine apps that pay in crypto. So during that time, Ether was actually around $28 during that time. Just imagine,
Yeah.
1700 something or 1600 something. So there, just to make the long story short, I actually started in crypto by joining Paxful. It's an Estonian-based crypto wallet. I joined them as their marketing head, and then eventually uh, I founded VHCX. It's a startup exchange based in Malaysia, but right now the principal owners are trying to, you know, um, promote it within the Southeast Asian region. And then a couple of consultancy roles before I decided to join Ideology. I met Khaled Talbani, our CEO, and Marcus Kovacevic, our CTO, the founders. They shared me their idea, and it's not rocket science. The ideology concept, the vision, and the mission is very basic, and I think that would really propel us in terms of blockchain adoption. You don't need to be a crypto trader. You don't need to be a blockchain developer to be an ideology or active idea user. So there.
All right, beautiful. So um, what would you say right now
A
is
couple of
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
sorry, yeah. I just remember that you also mentioned about the roadmap. I cannot really share a lot right now, but we're actually focusing on the Active Idea platform. We're rolling out the beta version uh, within the month, and hopefully around the second quarter of this year, we'll launch the full version of the Active Idea platform. and then it's in-platform wallet, called IDEO wallet. So for starters, for just for the audience that just tuned in, IDEAology is the company name. It's the ecosystem, but our product is Active Idea. Active Idea is the platform. We would like to position ourselves as the Upwork meets Kickstarter of the crypto world, of the blockchain world. So just imagine the number of freelancers today working at home, and then startup founders who need team members to realize their ideas, right?
Yeah, I really think it looks like, it sounds like a great idea. I mean, I've personally been using Upwork and Fiverr, and obviously, if there's a crypto variant and alternative to those two, I would definitely use that. And I know a lot of people who would use that too. So I'm really looking forward to that platform launch. And I've been reading up on you guys and seeing a lot of work you've done. And yeah, it's very very interesting, and I'm really looking forward to kind of following you guys, going forward. Um, so you've already mentioned some potential competitors, right? But what would you say is like the biggest challenge for your team right now?
Okay. I think internally, the biggest challenge for the team, uh, our team members are working remotely at the moment. That's just one of the mundane things that we are actually not really struggling with, but more of making the best out of the situation, even if it's a remote team. In terms of marketing the platform itself, uh, it's a given that we're one of the new kids. An opportunity eventually, especially with for this year so far. Um, it's obvious that the majority of freelancers in the world are either designers, artists, or even developers. And I think the NFT industry needs more designers and need more developers to create uh, that NFT industry. It's booming right now. So there, it's one of our target niches, target segments, and hopefully we can contribute to the NFT space as well.
Yeah, that sounds great. Um, so I guess one of the most important questions here is, so what are the actual problems or difficulties that ideology ultimately the team wants to solve?
Okay, good question. Um, like yourself, John, I've also used Upwork in the past. So one of the hurdles that I've been encountering when I first started Upwork is that majority of my work was offline, which means I didn't have any remote work experience. So here's the thing: for ideology, or let me say the Active Idea platform, um, we want to, of course, be better than Upwork in terms of financial uh, freedom and financial inclusivity. Um, for the usual, for the ordinary Upwork user, they need a PayPal account to connect their account with. But on the Active Idea platform, since we have the Active Idea wallet, users can actually invest their earnings into crypto, send it to our partner exchanges so they can trade. If uh, if a freelancer doesn't know how to trade, um, eventually we'll launch the Idea Academy, which we will have more trading sessions with our partners from our exchange partners rather. So there.
All right. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, that sounds really good, man. So
For us, we're really aware that freelancers are using either Upwork or Fiverr. But at the end of the day, I haven't heard of a successful freelancer platform that actually uses crypto as a based currency to pay for employers to pay freelancers. I've heard of one, but it's just a freelancer platform. But for us, we want to be that collaboration hub for freelancers and startup owners because most of the startup owners right now, the challenge for them is that they're stuck at home. Maybe they're occupying some co-working space somewhere, but they don't have a solid team. That's where the Active Idea platform comes in. We want to, have all of these people to collaborate with one another.
all right. Yeah, I really like that. Taking it one step further, right? Not only having a freelance platform, but also making it taking it one step further. I really like that, and yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
and having it
because
around crypto. It's yeah, I like that.
for sure, for sure. I think just imagine the number of freelancers in the world right now. If we can really increase, crypto adoption within these communities, just imagine the growth that we'll achieve in the next 5, 10 years.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think definitely think it's going to be huge. There's a big market in crypto. I mean, a lot of crypto traders are also have a coding background or stuff like that. And I know a lot of people who are actually using, like I said, Fiverr and Upwork for crypto work, but they're obviously they can't get paid in crypto because the platforms isn't
Yeah.
really based on crypto. So to the actual platform, how is the token going to be used on the platform? So what's the use case for the actual token?
All right. Good question, John. Appreciate you asking that question. Very basic, but it's really important that our potential users are aware of how they can use Idea token. Aside from being able to trade our Idea token on different exchanges, of course, we want to have a use case because at the end of the day, we don't want to for people to think that we're vaporware. All right. So for the Idea token, aside from I mentioned earlier, our users will be able to send the payment. Let's say you have a startup owner, he hires a dev team. That startup owner can pay that dev team an Idea tokens or coins. Aside from the mode of payment or as a payment gateway, uh, we're actually launching a crowdfunding feature as well. That's where the collab vesting, I actually coined the term collab vesting. It's a combination of collaboration and investing. So we have two users, the startup owner and the freelancers. But at the same time, these freelancers can also invest in other startup projects. That's where our crowdfunding feature comes into play, startup owners can apply a crowdfunding uh, feature or space. That's where you can invest as a user the idea coins to that specific project. So there, it kind of reminds you of Republic, if you're familiar with it. But at the end of the day, it's just a crowd funding platform. Doesn't have freelancers in it.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great. So I'm actually reading the chat here, and I see there's we're having a little bit problem with the sound. So I'm just gonna move my microphone a little bit, and we'll see if that's gonna help with the sound problems. If you guys in the chat, if you're still having problems after this, you just let me know and I'll try to fix it. So there is sound. It's just right now from Mac, it's a little bit lower, but we're gonna try to fix that. Um, moving forward. So let me know if it's getting better or if it's getting worse. All right. So yeah, the I like that phrase. The what was it? The collab westing
Collab,
west. Yeah.
yeah, collab vesting. It's a combination of collaboration and investments. So people can users in the Active Idea platform can collaborate with one another, but at the same time, other users can invest in their project. So it's really a collaborative environment that we're trying to promote here. Once we bring in a huge chunk of freelancer users, and at the same time we also need to work on enticing, encouraging startup owners to hire within the Active Idea platform, right?
Right.
Should work both ways.
Yeah. Yeah. That yeah sounds very interesting.
I can't seem to hear you, John. Your mic is muted.
Right, there we go. Now it's working. Right, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Beautiful,
sure.
beautiful. Yeah, sorry about that. It's for some reason my microphone on Zoom, they don't really want to work together very well. It could say a collab westing problem with Zoom and my microphone. All right, man. So I have one question from the audience, if that's okay. If you want to jump in on
Sure.
that. So
Yeah, go ahead.
staking, are you? Is that anything you're working on or planning on?
Yes, absolutely. The reason why we're also launching the Idea Wallet is that we're promoting a staking feature soon. I wouldn't really give a certain date to it, but hopefully, uh, by the within the third quarter of this year, we will be able to launch the staking feature because, like I mentioned earlier, we want every freelancer out there to make the most out of their earnings and to achieve financial freedom, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, the Idea Wallet will be what do you call this? The Idea Wallet will be featured within the Active Idea platform, but at the same time, you can have a standalone account for your Idea Wallet because we're going to launch it as an app as well.
All right, I love that.
So there,
Lots of stuff going on. I really like that.
for sure.
So how we'll be talking about the idea platform and specifically the active idea platform, right?
Sure,
Because that's going to be the name, right? The active idea platform. Yeah.
sure.
So how does the freelancers and the investors and you talk about the startup funders too? How do they get how do they actually get started on the actual platform, right?
Okay, very basic question, but again, we need to answer that. Just like anyone here, let's say I'm from I'm a current Upwork user. First things first, we need to sign up on the Active Idea platform. Our beta version offering is still open, so until March, you'll get more benefits and perks compared to the latter part of the official launch. So if you're a better user, we'll make sure that you're rewarded, because at the end of the day, we're building the foundation of the Active Idea platform. Because before you know it, after a year or after 5 years, make that a year, John. It'll be better than Upwork. Just imagine the possibilities with crypto, right?
Yeah, definitely. And the way the crypto market is moving right now, yeah, it's for everyone working in crypto right now. Obviously, working in the blockchain industry, it's good times, and I think the future is extremely bright. And you guys have a good idea. I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Let me share something to our audience. I'm sure some of you are freelancers that just got started with crypto. When I started my career in crypto, when I joined Paxful, one of the founders actually asked if I want 1 Bitcoin as a monthly salary, and I opted for the US dollars instead. So, you know, that is lesson learned. I mean, once you're in, you can never go back. I'm just quoting something from the Matrix, because crypto and blockchain is the future. Before you know it, we're the standard.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Definitely, I agree with that. So I think I have some more questions from the YouTube or Twitter. So we're live on YouTube and Twitter for everyone watching, right? So can someone with no technical knowledge submit ideas that could get traction and develop, or is it just a freelance platform?
Okay, good question. I think just to rephrase his or her question, I think he is asking if there's a potential uh, for a user that doesn't have any experience in online work be able to get some an opportunity within the Active Idea platform. I need to answer this in a very safe way. It really depends on the startup founders needs. Let's say you're not a developer, you're not a designer, you're not even a copywriter. You're completely useless to the blockchain world. But but if you have some experience in business development, uh, you know I think someone out there can use your talents. Let me share you something. Whenever I get invited as a panelist or a speaker in local crypto meetups and conventions, I always mention that crypto is actually a gift from above, from the Almighty. But at the end of the day, we're only mortals, right? So the lesson here, teach the man how to fish, and he will be able to feed himself. That's the moral of crypto trading. Just for myself, I'm not trying to be sentimental or biblical here. Because it's really apparent that uh, if you help yourself in crypto trading, you do your own research, you attend the workshops, you'll get there. Before you know it, the noobs are asking you how to get in the matrix.
Yeah, I like that. It's yeah, definitely. It's I like that you put together. Teach a man how to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime, right? And the fact that you need to make your own research, and yeah,
Yeah,
I really like
yeah.
that.
It's not, it's not just about crypto trading. I mean, it also applies to the Active Idea platform. We don't really care what your experience is, as long as one of our startup founder users see the value in your experience or talent. You know, before you know it, you're traveling the world to support a project, whether it's a blockchain or fintech project. We like to, for starters, we like to work with blockchain, crypto, and fintech projects. But eventually, I mean, uh, we also want to, cater to other industries.
Yeah, so basically, it's a platform of opportunities, right?
For sure.
So let's see here. We have some more questions. Yeah, so we talked about Upwork and Fiverr before, and I would like to hear from your point of view. What would you say is the strength of the IDEAology platform compared to those two? Because it's your main competitors, I
Mhm.
would guess.
Okay. Good question, John. So, right now, even if we're the new kid on the block, we're not really what do you call this? Let me get the right term here. We're not really appalled or intimidated that Upwork and Fiverr is already there. One of our strengths, one of Active Ideas' strengths, is to be able to teach our users the value of crypto and financial inclusion. For freelancers, um, the advantage or the edge that they will get once they sign up on our Active Idea platform is that you know this developer won't stay as a simple developer all his life. We want someone from the other side of the fence, a startup owner that can provide funding for his awesome idea. I mean, just look at uh, Facebook. I mean, Facebook has to start somewhere. People has to start somewhere, and we're really one of the strengths that we see here is that um, eventually there would be a very successful project within the Active Idea platform. It will be founded inside our ecosystem, and it will be a game changer for one industry because there's the value of blockchain and crypto. So there, Upwork, you know, I'm not sure. Fiverr, I'm not sure. I mean, if you have crypto in your platform, if you use blockchain in your platform, you're already, you already have the edge, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's like you're one step ahead of the competition for the future of finance. That because blockchain is here to stay, and I think the companies that are going to utilize blockchain in a way that your guys doing with the freelancer projects, I think you're definitely one step ahead of already,
Sure.
and you haven't really launched, so it's beautiful.
Sure. Yeah. Actually, just to share my personal insight, John. So recently, we're really in a bull market, right? So if you look at it, of course, traders are happy because they have some gains, right? But at the same time, if you scratch the surface, it's not just the crypto prices that are really good. When you scratch the surface, it's behind those prices, there are developments that are happening in our industry that will really establish our foundation as an industry, right? Um, First, of course, last year, third quarter, later of third quarter, PayPal accepted. They announced that they will be integrating some crypto payments, starting with Bitcoin, and I think from there, it was a snowball effect,
Yeah.
right? Of course, crypto prices will really catapult. But again, when you scratch the surface, this is really good for the not just for the crypto trading space, but also the blockchain industry as a whole.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the price of Bitcoin is one thing, right? The fact that the price of Bitcoin is rocketing and we're in a just a massive, incredible bull run. That's one thing, and it's most interesting for traders, right? But I mean, the fundamental aspects of Bitcoin, the blockchain, what's happening behind the scenes, it's just
Mm-hmm.
incredible what kind of market we are in right now. It's got Tesla, PayPal, and the rumors. I'm not going to talk about the rumors, but we have rumors about companies. You probably already heard about that. It's the future is bright,
Sure.
and yeah, it's I definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, banks had to start somewhere. I mean, they've been around for over a century, but even now they're still struggling. That's the same thing with the freelancing industry, right? Upwork and Fiverr, they have been, the go-to guys, the Batman and Superman of the freelancing world. They go to them, but before you know it, uh, you know, MySpace meet Facebook, right? That's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
analogy, right?
And I love the fact that you like freelancing and crypto kind of goes hand in hand because crypto is all
Mhm.
about unbanking, banking the unbanked, right? And being your own
Sure.
bank and taking responsibility of your own, monetary actions, right? And with freelancing, you can, be a freelancer and really have that full control of your own finances. I really, really like the combination of those two concepts.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, DeFi for the when decentralized finance isn't really a trend. They say it's the second coming of ICOs, but no, it's not really the second coming of ICOs. Decentralized finance is actually, I think one of the foundations of blockchain moving forward. And I actually like that idea that you just mentioned. I've known some freelancers before. They wanted to apply for a home loan, a housing loan, but they are they keep on getting turned down by banks because they don't have a steady office-based job, you know and they're a freelancer. But when you scratch the surface, that freelancer is actually earning double triple than an office-based worker.
Yeah.
So the DeFi aspect of our industry, and also we're not really for active idea, we want to promote financial freedom, and eventually the DeFi aspect will come, which is staking on our idea wallet.
Yeah, it's yeah, I really like that. So let's see if we have some questions here from the audience. Let's see, we have yeah. So are you? We have a question here from YouTube. Are you offering funds to crypto products too? Uh, Right? Can you hear me?
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So
So the question is, are you offering funding to crypto projects?
yeah, I guess you.
Okay, all right, good question. Actually, that's one aspect that I thought of upon joining ideology. Uh, it's it's quite an inception because we're a we're a blockchain startup, right? But at the same time, our vision is to promote new crypto startups, and gain some funding. So just to make things clear, we are the platform that you will use to apply for a crowdfunding opportunity. We're not a venture capital. We won't fund any of your projects, but let's see. I'll ask the owners what they have in mind eventually, because anything can happen in the blockchain space right now. But just to make things clear, If you're a startup owner, let's say you're trying to build the to create the next best DeFi project out there, our community will be your supporters. And when I say supporters, they will put some idea coins in your project through our crowdfunding feature. So there.
All right. Yeah, that sounds awesome. So you talked about, I think you talked about Matic, right? You talked
Sure.
about I guess that's some type of partnership you're having with them. Do you have any other partnership you would like to talk about, or and what's in store really for 2021?
Okay. Sounds good. Great question. Aside from Matic, we have several partnerships in the pipeline. Unlike other crypto startups, we don't just establish a partnership just to hype our project. Good PR is good PR, but if your partnership would be dissolved in a couple of months because it's not really working, it's not worth it. So with our partnerships in the pipeline, we make sure that each partnership will make the ideology ecosystem and the active idea platform a better place for both users and investors. Um, the Matic partnership has been established already. We signed an MOU, but at the same time, uh, we are exploring the NFT industry and check what we can do with them. We have a couple of other blockchain startups that we're also talking with. But if you ask me, we want to focus on the active idea platform itself. Just imagine if we establish a partnership with Behance, right? The design. It's actually the design, the LinkedIn for designers, right? The LinkedIn for designers and artists. Just imagine if each Behance user has an active idea account. That's that's one way of helping. What do you call this? Beginner artist, or those who want to use their talents in the crypto industry as well.
Yeah, and you said something very important there about the partnership, and we're seeing a lot of crypto products. They have that they open up for partnership, and
Mhm.
they go all out on the hype as you described it, right? And I like the fact that you're positioning yourself in with the plan of long term partnership that will actually bring value to the product and the company and the platform. I have yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I was just about to add that, again, sorry for repeating. I mean, whenever we explore partnerships, we make sure that it follows our roadmap. We're actually focused on our goals. We're keen to establish active idea as the next big thing in freelancing and crowdfunding. So there.
Yeah, I love it. Right, so we have a very good question here, and I think it's very important. So, what
Sure.
what measures will be put in place to screen products and workers to prevent any scammers for participating on the platform?
Okay. Let's say you're a startup founder. You applied for our crowdfunding feature and an active idea. Of course, we need to implement a due diligence process for each project, and we want our users to be very secure with their earnings and their investments. So um, for those who will apply, for our crowdfunding feature, we'll have a due diligence process that will, of course, assess and determine and evaluate the projects if it's a legit project. It's always handy to have a legal team by your side, right? If anything goes down. So, but yeah, I think hopefully, God willing, the Active Idea platform will be used by legit projects that will really be used by the next generation of users, right?
Yeah. So yes, we have one question here, right? So why do you think that the what do you think idea is the crypto to chase in 2021?
Can you repeat that question, John? Sorry.
So what do you think the idea is the crypto to chase in 2021?
All right. Yeah. Good question there. Okay. The market is really flooded with good projects. Majority of them are DeFi tokens. Some are good projects that has a particular industry that they cater to. With the idea, one of the reasons why it's the crypto to chase in 2021 is that um, you know it's the token, it's the crypto for freelancers and startup owners. But everyone already knows that right now in our AMA session. Last year, uh, Payoneer, a fintech platform, published a study that the online freelancers have really increased in size at the start of the second quarter last year. So if we are experiencing some growth in the freelancing community, that is actually an opportunity for Active Idea to grow as well, right? That's where the value of the idea token lies, right? If more freelancers, more startup owners will use the idea token, then you know it's the crypto to chase in 2021. I mean, there are good projects in the top 20 on crypto on coin market cap rather, or actually an unknown. Again, we're the new kid on the blockchain, but as a commitment to our early supporters, we're establishing the Active Idea platform as the next big thing in the blockchain industry. I think it's actually for everyone that works in the tech space, right? Startup owners and the freelancers, right?
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. So on, we can kind of expand on that. We have a question about the team, right? So basically,
Sure.
I the question is, yeah, basically he's asking about the I guess the background and the experience of the team, right?
Okay. Um. Well, Khaled and Amar are around here. So just a quick introduction for Amar. Amar is based in Dubai. He is actually his background is more in forex trading, and then he's also a venture capitalist in the UAE or Dubai. So there. For Amar, one of our co-founders, I've been working closely with Amar. Amar's background is more on the development side, hence he our CTO, right? These two guys met 2 years ago at some blockchain crypto convention. Very casual. The story is really very basic, nothing special. but they have one thing in common. They both of them want to create something that people can actually use, but at the same time uh, use crypto to gain some financial freedom. So there. Um, it's a very tight team. The marketing team is mainly based in the Philippines right now. Um, business development is the business development team is all over the place. Thanks to the internet, it made the world very small, right?
Yeah.
So there.
All right, beautiful. So I think you already kind of touched on the subject here on this, but I kind of would like for you to kind of explain it and kind of more in depth explain a little bit about how the idea platform, the token, the product can help promote blockchain and crypto adoption.
All right. If if one startup founder is if he has a project and he feels that something is lacking in it, let's say he wants to be the next uh, the next Uber in the world, but he wants something very different that he can insert crypto in it. He can inject the crypto factor in it. Um, Uber is Uber, right? But at the end of the day, technology is really changing. Uh, for what is trending, that's what people would really want. If they see something online, there's an actual want for it, especially if there's a hype around it. You know how some people buy stuff that they don't really need, right? But for the startup founder, for him to promote crypto and blockchain adoption, it would be it will revolve around his project. As for the freelancers, the answer is very basic. I mean, if you're a freelancer but you don't know how to crypto, Active Idea helps you with that, and I'm sure many freelancers will sign up on our Idea Academy crypto tutorial soon. So there, we actually have our Idea Champion ambassadors. We're trying to increase our ambassadors for each region. And then, yeah, I think that's one of our initiatives to increase adoption. So there.
All right, all right, all right, man. So, do you have any like? So, what's the plans? What's the plans going forward? Right? What's the vision? Right? How does the future look like?
Okay. We just had our public sale, our initial exchange offering. It's we're satisfied with the result, but we're actually trying to reach more DeFi users. That's why we opted to be listed on Uniswap. So unsolicited shilling right now. We're actually trading on Uniswap right now. So if you
So
don't,
you're on Uniswap like today?
yes, we were listed today a
Nice.
few hours ago. So there. But as a company and as a blockchain startup, the possibilities are endless. There are exciting things that are on our roadmap, and eventually we want them to be milestones. Um, of course, first we want to establish a good community around the Active Idea, and reach more communities, the freelancing communities, the startup communities. These communities already know what fintech is. I'm sure they can use the Idea wallet once we launch it in the second quarter of this year. But again, at the end of the day, not many freelancing platforms have the crypto factor in it. So that's what we're trying to advocate for. In the next 5 years, I see um, ideology and active idea as one of the top blockchain projects because I think the future of work is remote. The future of work is online, right? I don't think AI platforms can really replace us in the next 20 years. I mean, the AI has a long way to go. So at the end of the day, a startup owner, a business owner would really like uh, a human workforce to collaborate with,
Yeah.
right? So in the next 5 years, I wouldn't say that will be the next Upwork. We will strive to be better than Upwork, than Fiverr. And again, it doesn't really hurt that eventually we're going to buy Upwork and absorb them. Just kidding. I mean, the possibilities are endless,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, we just want the best for our users. And I appreciate the support of the early adopters in our community. I mean, how many freelancers are talking to, Upwork right now, to the Upwork CEO, to the Upwork CTO, CMO, right? That's the value, that's the aspect of the crypto community that is really good. I mean,
Yeah.
you're at the end of the day, you're just a plain Joe trying to collaborate with others, engage with their insights about crypto and blockchain. So there.
Yeah, I really like that. The fact that it seems like in the crypto industry, we seem to have like a better connection with the companies and the products, and I really like that. And so
Mm.
it's very very nice to have these AMA sessions
Yep.
like this one.
Yep. I think moving forward, there would be less politics in our industry. I think majority of blockchain professionals right now are helping each other. It's really ironic because we promote the idea of decentralization, but at the same time, we are centralizing our efforts to make, to be the future of finance, right? And the future of the tech world, right? So there.
Yeah, sounds great, man. So I think I have one last question from the
Sure.
audience. It's about the devs, right? The team, and again, I think about the experience, and I got a user asking about if they if you're gonna update the website with more info on that. Maybe I'm not really sure how to phrase the question, but basically about the experience of the devs. Like, are they what's the level of experience when it comes to coding, the programming, and stuff like that?
Yeah, watch out for our website relaunch because um, once we officially launch the Active Idea beta version, we'll make sure that we have a knowledge base page so people are aware of what they are going to do within the platform. We also have our customer support team that will guide users in their journey. The customer journey for Active Idea is really not really complicated, but at the end of the day, we're here to support our users. Because we also started as freelance consultants before combining our talents and our experience as a team. So there.
All right, yeah, that sounds great, man. So a lot of stuff going on. You got the platform launch, and there's a website relaunch. So looking forward to that.
Sure.
I think for me, I think I've covered most of the questions that I wanted to go through, and I'm not seeing any more questions from the audience right
Mm-hmm.
now. So maybe if you have anything you want to end with or close this AMA with, you're free to go.
Okay, yeah. Again, the 2021 is really young. We appreciate the support of our community and our new supporters. Not only the token sales, but people who actually converse on our Telegram channels and engaging. I think one of the signs that you have brand advocates is that people are actually conversing with one another on your Telegram channel instead of your community manager shilling your project, right? So eventually, you know, uh, the support from our community won't go in vain. We will continue to establish substantial partnerships to make the Active Idea platform the best, blockchain platform this year. So there.
Yeah, I really like that. So I'm really looking forward to following you guys and seeing the developments. I'm really excited for this partnership, right? Because it's really a product that
Mhm.
I personally believe in. So it's great to be able to be here in the Birb Nest and having this opportunity to be in the partnership
Yeah,
with you guys. It
it's
yeah.
really yeah, it's really a simple idea. It's a basic idea. It really just boils down to the execution. Right. So yeah, hopefully, if there's an opportunity to have another AMA again, we'll have a quick demo of the Active Idea platform.
Yeah,
So there.
definitely. I like what you said about the it's a simple idea, and you know what they say. Simplicity is the key to success in trading, and the simple ideas is
Mhm.
most of the time the best ones, right?
Right,
Oh,
for sure. Anyway, yeah. Before we end this session, again, appreciate the time, John, and thanks for the questions, guys. And if you have other questions, even suggestions, just join our Telegram channel and our team. Not just our community manager. Our team will actually engage with you.
so where can we find you guys? Do you have Twitter, webpage, and all that stuff? We will most likely have it in the YouTube description, of course, also. But maybe you want to share
Mhm.
like your Twitter and
Yeah,
webpage.
on Twitter, our handle is ideology IO.
Right,
So
and
there. Let me double check our ideology Telegram.
I've also had the competition here with the best questions, and if I'm not mistaken, we're going to announce the winners most likely today, right?
Yes, please expect. We'll announce the winner within an hour or earlier. So you know, uh, we'll work with the with the CryptoBurb team to announce it in an hour.
Yeah, sounds great, man.
You can, yeah, for our Telegram, just search ideology on Telegram.
All right, beautiful.
All right.
So I think that's it. So I would like to thank you all for joining, and
Hmm.
yeah,
All right. Thanks, John. Appreciate the time, and stay safe, guys. We have tons of work to do in 2021. Lots of gains as well.
yeah, crazy times. All right, take care,
All
man.
right. All right.
Bye.